Welcome back to Dare to be a Daniel. If you've ever asked, what do I do when obeying God puts me at odds with others? This episode is for you. As the pressure intensifies in our culture and around the world, Christians are being forced to make hard choices. Will we conform or will we live from the life of Christ? Today, we explore how true obedience flows from derivation, not performance, and how even suffering becomes a grace-filled opportunity for Christ to be seen. Let's begin first by pointing out that suffering is the sweet and bitter reality of truth. Revelations chapter 10, verse 9 to 10. John was told to eat the scroll. It tasted sweet, but turned bitter in his stomach. God's truth is beautiful, but living it often leads to rejection and pain. Illustration: it's like receiving a Medal of Honor that comes with a battlefield assignment. The truth is glorious, but it puts you in conflict with darkness. Christ's life in us will not always make things easier, but it will always make things purposeful. Number 2, to live is Christ. Your life is not your own. Philippians 1:21. Paul declared, "For to me, to live is Christ and to die is gain." He wasn't embracing martyrdom. He was celebrating derivation. Reflection: Paul wasn't living for Christ. He was living from Christ. That changes everything. Case study: a young woman in Iran began hosting underground Bible studies. Despite the risk, she wasn't driven by bravery, but by dependence. Her quiet strength came from Christ within, not a strategy to endure, but a source to derive from. Number 3, civil disobedience. Grace-filled and God-directed. Acts chapter 5, verse 29. We must obey God rather than man. When the apostles were commanded to stop preaching Jesus, their response was not political or combative, it was relational. They could not deny the life that compelled them. Illustration: think of Daniel in the lion's den. Not defiant, but faithful. His disobedience to the king was not rebellion, it was allegiance to God. True civil disobedience isn't angry resistance. It's quiet, spiritual-led submission to God's higher authority. Number 4, non-violent witness. The power of meekness. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Meekness is not weakness, it's strength under God's control. A modern example: consider believers in North Korea who risk their lives daily to share Christ. They don't do it to start a revolution. They do it because Christ is their life and love compels them. Reflection: when Christians respond to persecution with grace instead of retaliation, the world sees something otherworldly, and often hearts are changed. Number 5, living derivatively in a hostile world. Galatians 2:20. We don't endure by willpower. We endure because Christ lives in us. You don't work up the courage to stand for Christ. You draw from the source that never fails. Illustration: like a well that never runs dry, our courage, peace, and obedience come from abiding, not achieving. Call to action. Are you facing a situation where obeying God puts you in tension with others? Maybe your workplace, your family, or even your government. You're not alone. Let this community know how to pray for you. Comment below if you're standing alone in grace, especially if you're facing persecution in your country. Your testimony matters. And if you've experienced how Christ sustains you in suffering, share that too. In conclusion, obedience to God isn't about rebellion. It's about knowing who your source is and choosing to derive your courage, peace, and direction from Him, even when it costs you everything. Next time, we'll look at the promise of resurrection power through the lens of Daniel's deliverance and how God reveals His glory in the darkest places. Don't forget to subscribe to Life as God Intended. And as always, stand in grace, not performance. And coming soon, a life-changing resource. For those of you who are looking to go deeper, my 3-volume series, Life as God Intended, a comprehensive counseling workbook, will soon be available. It's packed with practical tools, biblical truth, and over 30 years of counseling insights. This resource will help you walk through life's challenges, not by trying harder, but by learning how to live from Christ as your life. Whether you're navigating through personal struggles, relationships, or spiritual growth, this series is designed to guide you step by step into freedom, healing, and identity in Christ. Stay tuned for release details and get ready to experience life as God intended.